Now, Pearl.
Yeah.
We've made a special game just for you.
Yay!
Called Do I Have Something on My Face?
That's very creative. That's very
Okay, Pearl, so
creative.
here is the tea. What we're going to do is we're going to show you, I'm going to show you a paddle that has something on it.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, do I have something on my face?
Okay.
And you're going to have to describe to me what it is.
You don't know what it is?
I don't know what it is. You're going to have to describe to me what it is
Oh my
and
God.
without using the words. Okay?
I am really bad at games. I'm just letting you know, but I'll do my very best.
Are you ready to play? Do I have something on my face?
Yeah!
Oh, this is good. Okay.
You know, no one's ever said that to me before.
I'm sure you've never heard it.
It's weird.
We love to dig up all your favorite catchphrases and all the things people annoy you with.
Yeah.
Every time we can go into it in detail.
Yeah.
All right, Pearl.
Yeah.
Do I have something on my face?
Okay, it's the only other catchphrase that I have.
I know that. Flazéda.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
That was hard.
Flazéda came about because on Drag Race you were meaning to say laissez-faire, I think.
Yeah, that's what like starving your queens and sleep deprivation and just general anxiety does to you. You start making shit up,
Right.
pretty much, yeah.
But Flazéda worked out for you.
And being a freaking idiot, like in general, yeah.
People are obsessed with Flazéda. I think they still are.
Yeah, and I was stupid. I could tell what they were doing, like coining that to me, and I felt so stupid for saying it that I was really resistant. But eventually, like I realized it was paying bills, so yeah.
You made the T-shirt and
Put
the
it on a
perfume.
pillow, and people buy it. Yeah.
I mean, you said the fragrance was Flazéda too, right?
Yeah.
And that wasn't just a fake commercial. You really sold the fragrance.
I did.
That
yeah.
was when everyone was like, "I'm coming out with my new video. I'm coming out with a thing," and you were like, "Fragrance, gag
Because
on
this is
it."
a sensory journey. You gotta smell like
Yes,
look. Yes.
the cuntiest choice of
Yes.
all
six
my
of them.
fragrance.
Yes. That is cunty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When everybody was just doing normie things, you were like, Pearl only does fragrances. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
It's
right.
cool.
Pearl, do I have something on my face?
Okay, so this is a very large room where lots of drag queens go to make lots of money.
Dragcon. Dragcon.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm very
Dragcon.
interested.
Yeah. Oh, I had so much fun with you guys at Dragcon, by
We
the way.
did have fun with you at
Yeah.
DragCon. Now, how do you like DragCon? Because we met you. I met you the first time, year one of DragCon.
Yeah.
Because it was you and me and Katya and Lady Red out back smoking tig.
That's right. Yeah. My season was the first year of Dragcon.
Right.
So yeah, it was me, Ginger, and of course Violet. We were top 3. And that's when DragCon happened. So it was like a really, really, really intense time to be doing that.
What was it like for you, that first DragCon? Because that was kind of must have been your like coming out to the general public in terms of meeting masses and masses
Right.
of screaming fans who are obsessed with you.
Yeah, I mean,
As the show was airing.
yeah, like most things, like to describe something versus living something, it's, very overwhelming. But I mean, when there's people that are just like adore you and love you so much and just want to wait in line for hours to meet you, it's like, it really is freaking touching and heartwarming. And yeah, people are very respectful, and that's, like, as long as people are respectful and not, like ripping shit off of me to get to me and all that.
Has that
then it's
happened?
fine. Yeah, people can be very aggressive.
What's the
Like
most
in the
weird or
nightlife,
aggressive
like when
thing?
people are wasted and.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, bro,
they just
love
kind
you,
of.
bro.
Yeah, after a couple of cocktails, people start to lose all sense of manners and general space respecting. Yeah.
And then people are like pawing you and being like, I love you.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is people think that they're the only one there, like that wanna come and say hi and all of that, and yeah, they kind of get offended if I don't get on my knees and suck their dick, I guess. Yeah, she only took 5 selfies with me, and we couldn't get the right one, and she walked away. Like, what a monster. Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, literally. Literally.
Oh, man.
All right, let us continue. Pearl.
Yeah.
Do I have something on my face?
Okay, so this was like a Trixie hashtag when I walked in on Drag Race, and it was, she screamed it at me. I was wearing it on my face. It was blonde.
Oh, it's your chin strap.
Yes!
Y'all tell me the answers. I know these. These are good.
You are good.
So you did have a lot of chin straps on your season, right?
Yeah, because I refuse to shave. So.
Oh, was that the key?
Yeah. Well, that day my skin was so unbelievably sensitive, and I couldn't like muster a straight razor on my face that day, so I just kind of literally painted it on. I was like really ratchet at the time. I mean, I'm still ratchet as hell, but. Yeah.
There was something about your youth that let you say fuck it, and then it all worked out good?
Literally. Fuck it was like that should have been my tagline on the show. I mean, I didn't even wear one set of nails the entire time I was on Drag Race.
Last but not least, Pearl, I have one last question for you. I'm a little insecure. Do I have something on my face?
So these are super fans that go to the hotel with some of the queens after and stick it to them dirty. Oh. And
these are Drag Race chasers?
Yeah.
Race chasers.
Yes, and there are lots of them out there.
Now, as someone who was the bona fide snack of their season, you must have had, you said it to me. Well, you've obviously been turned against your own beauty. What does, did you have a lot, you must have had a lot of race chasing going on.
You know, it's funny, like, I was a super massive skank before I was on Drag Race. And I don't know, maybe it's like an ego thing. I just never wanted to feel like somebody was only interested in me because I was on Drag Race.
Right.
And ever since I've been on the show, I've had like such a decline of sexual experiences.
Really?
Yeah, I've really like been...
On purpose because you're buttoning up, or you're being more you're more picky now?
It's not that you have to... Oh, I'm not picky. No, I just don't want to feel like people are into me because I'm on Drag Race.
Right, and it's kind of hard to sift through that.
Yeah.
Especially like on Grindr or something like that. I mean, if it's your face, they are like, hey, Pearl.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't used any apps in like several years or anything. So
how are you meeting your gentleman?
I'm not.
That's the problem, Pearl. We need to get a mixer. You need to make a
like
mixer
a speed
for
date?
you.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine Drag
Pearl
Race speed
speed
dating?
dating.
Yeah, like the only credentials you have had to never seen Drag Race before ever.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, no, I'm not really into dating right now. Like I was dating somebody for a while like 2 years ago, so that took up like the most of my free time. But yeah, ever since we broke up, I'm just like not. I don't know. I have a dog. I travel. It's not easy to date anyway, and you know, it's not like I had any real issues dating before. You know, I'm just kind of like slowed down, like dating. Yeah, like I don't meet guys at the show and then take them back to my hotel. I don't like.
That cuts out like 70% of the men that you encounter because...
Right, if you have 45 minutes to nap before you go to the airport, it's not going to be spent like, you know, getting somebody
like at the hotel bar being like, hi, you never seen Drag Race? How about you? Never seen Drag Race?
Right, and you know, the few experiences that I have had have been very like random meeting, like chance meeting, and like they were not big Drag Race fans. So
well, that has been Do I Have Something on My Face?
Yes. That was hard.
I mean, we got every single one right.
I'm wiped. I gotta go.
You're like, this interview's over. I'm exhausted.
Lady Red, I need that blunt.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now you're gonna roll your eyes at this, but you were an obsession of people when you were on the show. It was like the season where people were like, guys on Drag Race are hot. It was like you were opened the door for hotness on Drag Race. What do you have to say about that phenomenon? I know it's annoying because I'm sure you've been bombarded with it.
Well, I've always been so self-conscious and insecure. So, I don't even think that I'm stunning or gorgeous or super hot or anything at all. I think maybe like just by default, maybe I was like
you're flawless
today.
By default, that what?
Like by default, maybe I just happened to be like on the higher end of like the better looking guys on the show or whatever. But I don't know. I feel like I was just kind of like people, like they told y'all that I was hot, so you just thought that I was. I don't know.
What did you feel like when that was going on when you're watching it back? And like the social media torrent of comments and affection and or whatever about you.
It wasn't really affectionate. Like people don't realize how sexualizing they were towards me, and it really affected me.
Because it felt aggressive?
It felt very aggressive, and it felt like people, like when I would go and do shows, which I was doing all the time, I felt like people had a agenda with me.
And they were trying to bag it. They were like, I'll get parole.
Yeah, and me not being like very into doing any of that at the time or now or whatever. It was like a lot of like figuring out a way to let literally every single person down and do it without bruising anyone's ego, which they would. And I would constantly just be snubbed by because I wasn't interested in every single person in the fucking meet and greet line. So it really it fucked with me. And I'm like, do these people even like me for me or my art or my drag or my story or anything? Or do they really just want to get in my pants?
Wow.
And it felt unfair. And like people go up to, Kimchi in a meet and greet line and have way different intentions than they do when they come up to me in a meet and greet line. So it was like I was just got over it. Like, why does everybody have to do this to me? Like, why can't I just, why can't you just be excited to see me and talk to me for a minute and whatever and whatever.
Appreciate my art.
Yeah, so, people didn't realize that I was actually being, verbally sexually assaulted on a daily basis constantly. And, it kind of broke me, not gonna lie.
That's
kind
hard.
of broke my spirit,
Because it's not the same as people being like, oh my God, you're so funny and whatever. Like, they want you to be theirs or perform for them in some sexy way or get that encounter so they can talk about it or whatever.
So I was really worried for Cameron Michaels when I got on the show. I didn't want him to have to go through the same thing that I went through. Because everybody was obviously very obsessed with him and his muscles and his face and everything. But
And did you reach out and say anything to him, girl?
We chatted a little bit on Instagram about it, it's not like he was asking for my advice or anything, but I checked in on him, said, is everyone being nice to you and taking care of you and all that? And he seems like that everything is going really well.
How did you deal with, what did you do when you said it kind of broke you? What's the next step?
Exactly.
Because how do you get out of that public perception or where did you go? Emotionally or how you figured out how to deal with it?
You just kind of start to see in tunnel vision, you just get through the show. You don't see all the people staring at you. You just see the one person that you're focused on in the moment. And a lot of ignoring and just turning your cheek to it. It's hard. I'm still trying to figure it out.
That's
not
maybe
people
part
are all over me anymore, but
I'm sure they're all over you a little bit, bro.
Well, I never leave my house, so.
So maybe this is now we understand why you don't want to travel anymore. It's because things were getting aggressive.
I think it has a lot to do with it.
Children, to see part 3 of this interview, click here. To see more Hey Qween fabulousness, click here. And don't forget to subscribe, bitch! Hey! Hey! Hey!